What's up guys, and welcome back to WBC Builds, and welcome to another one of these weekly build challenges. So we're now on to week 8. Last week was the beautiful Palladium Bridge. I hope you guys took part in that. I've got my favourite 5 at the end of this video to show you from last week's one, so they were actually really good this time round. Anyway, so this is now on to a new one this week, and just a quick little recap on what happens with these weekly build challenges. So once a week I come here in this video and I ask you guys to build something, a scene, a building, a structure, whatever it is. I usually show you probably one picture, then ask you to go research some more, or I have an extra link for you in Discord. So make sure you do head on over to Discord, because that's the important part to get featured in one of these videos. So once you've built your building, you come over to Discord and you go to the share your build section on there, and you share it in there with the tagline, I was challenged to build this. And then once a week I scroll on through, make some noises and find my favourite buildings. These noises aren't spoken about, and please don't ask me again. So once you've done that, I then obviously feature these in the next week's video once I've chosen my favourite 5. So on to this week's challenge. This is a beautiful small little Second Empire house from St. Louis in America. I kept trying to say this name as St. Louis or Saint Louis if I wanted to go really French, but no, obviously it's St. Louis, isn't it? So please make sure you have a little go at this one, because it's quite an interesting building. It's quite hard to do. I struggled to do it actually, and then after finding a bit more information out about it, I finally realised I was going about it the wrong way. So this is the one image I had to have a build from, but then I actually found it on Google Maps and it became a lot more simpler. So anyway, let's jump on over into a little time lapse and I can show you guys what I got up to. Right, so you can see from the images this building is quite a narrow one, and it's really hard to get the scale across in game. So I've decided to scale it up to windows of, well, 4 high here on the ground floor by 2 wide, and that gives you the nice image that you can see where you've got these nice slender tall windows that have a nice arch at the top. So I've done a nice collection of different sort of materials in this building. It's got a really interesting colour scheme to it, so I've gone for crimson trapdoors around the windows to form that nice sort of pinky colour that there is on the original image. The main block I've used is smooth sandstone on the actual building itself, and then accented with some granite, polished and also not polished for the walls. Now the roof is just a mansard roof at the front, but in the image it actually has a wall at the back, so yeah, it's slightly different to what I've done here. But anyway, I've put the house next door to it as well, because I thought that would be a nice little addition to this, and I've thrown some trees around just to give it a bit more texture and a bit more colour. But still, this is a really nice little simple house that you can build on any world really. It's probably quite good for survival if you were building a small little town or something, and yeah, it's just a really interesting little Second Empire house. So I hope you guys enjoy building that one yourselves, and I cannot wait to see what you come over and share in our Discord. Speaking of sharing it in our Discord, it's time to get into the top 5 from last week. So let's take a look at what you guys have been up to. So it would seem that you guys love this bridge as much as I did. There has been some absolutely incredible pictures shared in Share Your Builds this week. So let's go through my 5 favourite ones, starting off here with Master Rickon. So Master Rickon built the entire landscape, and he knows, probably after watching my Q&A, that I love landscapes. So if a build it works, it only really works that well when it's put in its proper location in a lovely space rather than just in a flat world, and that's what you've done here. You've even built the weir underneath the bridge as well, so big thumbs up on that one. So moving on to number 4, so we have here a contender from the last few weeks. This is Epic. He doesn't seem to shake off the urge to have a go at the challenges, and he comes out on top with some of them, and this one is one of those ones that he's really done well at again. The landscape is in there perfectly. He's gone for the weir under the bridge, something again that I forgot to do, and I don't know why. Every time I look back through the images I kept going, yes, I forgot to put that in. Anyway, you guys have remembered to do that. So Epic, great stuff there. The shaders really do top that one off perfectly well. Okay, moving on to number 3. This one caught my eye because of the way the rustication was done on the base. This is done by Adrian, and what he's done here is he's used sandstone walls with the debug stick to form this nice sort of broken stone pattern at the base. Very hard on the eyes from some angles, but other angles it works really well. So it's an interesting one going forward. I think you've scaled it up as well to give it a bit more depth, but that's a nice build. So moving on to another one that caught my eye. This is by Orion's. Now the way he's done this is using granite walls instead of sandstone walls, and I think it works. To be honest, it does give it a different look about it. Again, you've gone for a nice landscape, a bit more of a simpler Minecraft type landscape across 2 different biomes here, which was quite a nice little touch as well. This one definitely caught my eye, so great job there. And moving on to the number 1 position, which isn't really number 1, but I think Matty deserves it for this one. So he hasn't just built the bridge, he seems to have built part of Pryor Park in the background as well, so that really does help tip the scales in this direction. The bridge itself, you've done all the details in there. I like what you've done with the way you've put the balustrades in there as fences instead of what I was doing with upside down stairs. So guys, I hope you enjoyed having a go at that one, and I hope you have a go at this new one today, the small little Second Empire house, because I think it's going to be quite interesting to see what the results are from that. Anyway guys, remember, get inspired, get building, and I'll see you next time.